So you talk about now you're at a point in experience where you don't need to force anything. When we have a look at the matchup and how you see it playing out, if Brendan were to neutralise your grappling and your wrestling, could we potentially see a fight where it's a war of attrition and we're just battling it out for that spot in the final for the $1 million?
It's definitely a possibility. Listen, I take nothing away from Brendan's abilities in the cage. He is one of the toughest guys in this organization, and that's why this is such a big fight, because I'm one of the best fighters in this league, he's one of the best fighters in this league, and we're both two of the best featherweights in the world. This fight is no joke, so I don't want any of you to think that I'm going in there thinking I'm just going to have my way with any situation. I train with guys in my gym who aren't of Brendan's caliber, and they're not really wrestlers either, and they'll give you a hard time on any given day because of their respect for themselves and they're training hard. I know he's not just going to give up and quit, but I'm going to be a step ahead of him on the ground. And that's what people don't understand, is the speed at which things take place. It happens so fast. One little mistake and bam, they're under your neck, or bam, they have your arm. So that's where you can set traps, you can get ahead.
I heard you talk about recently in an interview wanting to cap your career with being a champion in a major organisation. When you reflect on your career as a whole, if you were to get the win in the semis and the final, would that be the cherry on top? Or would you potentially reflect on your career as maybe unfulfilled if you weren't to be able to do that?
If I weren't able to?
If you weren't able, would you still, you've had a very extensive MMA career, been in major organisations.
Listen, I think over time I would probably ease back and be still proud of like how hard I worked and how I persevered. And no one in this organization has been to 4 semifinals and been to a final in the 3rd season, and now I'm right there again. My consistency is people can't do what I do, and there's not really a premium on the ability to continue to be successful. They just want to see a championship. But there's been champs in the first year or 2 years, they're gone. Where are they? They're flashing the pan and they're out. I'm here, I'm always here, and I'm always at the end of this thing. And there's something to be said for that. So while the competitor in me wouldn't be happy for my legacy, I still have to say that eventually I'd probably look back fondly because of just how I was able to be mentally tough and stay in there.
And so you should. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any more guys?
It's all good.